Perarie. I know it's a tough spot that we might have put her in, but I also know that she knows what the right thing to do is.
I was really thinking about breaking up with him pretty soon.
Really?
Yeah.
רוצים לזכות באייפון XS חדש? כל מה שאתם צריכים לעשות בשביל לזכות באייפון XS חדש זה ללחוץ על הלייק ולהירשם לערוץ. בוא נראה, אם החברה תעזוב את חבר שלה,
he's gonna be the one to go up to Aaliyah, show her some money, and then see if she ends up dumping her boyfriend Dylan to go on a date into 3 phases. Those phases are the introduction phase, the flash phase, and the date phase. In the introduction phase, Yokes will simply introduce himself to Aaliyah. In the flash phase, Yokes will flash money to her. And in the date phase, he will finally ask her on a date. We're currently in the introduction phase, and so far everything is going as planned. Hours before the show, we had a clear angle and then began setting up our main camera.
Buy some final touches, just in case.
הוא הביא אותה למקום הזה ועכשיו הם הולכים להכניס
את
הגבר הזה שהולך להתחיל איתה ולראות אם היא בוגדת בו. זה אמיתי לגמרי חברים, אני יודע שהרבה מכל הסרטונים האלה והדברים האלה מזויפים, אבל שתדעו שהסרטון הזה אמיתי לגמרי. גם אתם רואים מטשטשים לה את הפרצוף וזה. זה חבר שרצה לעשות ניסוי על חברה שלו, לראות אם היא תבגוד בו עם מישהו שיש לו פרארי.
Hi. Sorry, I don't mean to bother you. Do you have a minute? Okay, I know this is really random, but
I just got a scratcher at the gas station.
And I don't have a quarter to scratch it up. I was wondering if you had a quarter I could borrow.
So we had Yokes introduce himself to Aaliyah by asking her to borrow a quarter to scratch a scratcher that he bought at the gas station. But the thing is, the scratcher that Yokes will be scratching is not an ordinary scratcher. It's actually a winning scratcher that we bought online, but it's totally fake. But to the unsuspecting eye, this thing looks really
הוא עושה כאילו הוא הולך לזכות בלוטו, בכזה שמגרדים. איזה מצחיק, איזה מזויף, בשביל שאיתם, כן? היא לא יודעת שזה מזויף.
Alright, let's see if we won, yeah?
What the heck? Okay, so he's scratching the scratcher. Okay.
Alright, so...
Is he gonna win? I forget exactly how much, but yeah, he's gonna win. Here, hang on to this. I'm gonna check on the camera. I swear to God.
So Yokes scratches the fake winning ticket with the penny that Aaliyah provided him with. And of course, because she doesn't know that the ticket is fake, she is about to be in for a huge surprise.
Yo.
Wait a second. No way.
What?
Look it.
Wait,
Lucky number 1, right there.
Aaliyah has now grabbed the ticket from Yokes and she is either reading its rules, making sure Yokes actually won, or if she's smart, making sure that the ticket is actually real.
He just won. He just scratched off the ticket. He's true.
How much does it say I won?
350,000.
וואו, זה אומר שזה $350,000. איזה $1.5 שקל.
So it seems Aaliyah is buying into our lie. She is now believing that Yokes is a rich man.
No way.
I just gave you that penny, so I
לפחות $1,000,000.
Wait, let me see if I heard that right.
לפחות $1,000,000 שקל.
No way.
I just gave you that penny, so I totally had to get a piece of that.
Okay, that right there, guys, is like the first sign that Aaliyah might actually fail this
היא אמרה, הבאתי לך את המטבע בשביל לגרד את זה.
She is money hungry, and Yokes notices this and capitalizes on it.
Yo, high five! Let's go!
We gotta do something fun with this money. Are you down?
Let's go.
Let's do it! Okay, cool.
Dude, wait.
Yo, he's on TikTok.
No, she. I'm talking about her.
Here, let me get your phone number 1 second.
Yokes now hangs up the call with us to proceed to getting Aaliyah's number. But guys, please note, yes, Aaliyah might be money hungry, but that doesn't make her a gold digger yet.
Cool.
There you go.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna cash this, and then I'm gonna call you and...
What is happening?
Okay, we'll figure it out right now as soon as Yokes gets back here. Okay, come over here. Okay. Yeah. You're sweating? Why are you sweating? I know Dylan might be a little nervous, but there really isn't a reason for him to worry just yet. Yokes just got Aaliyah's number because it's necessary for us to have it in order to move on to phase number 2 of this test. But with phase 1 now complete, he begins to make his way back up to us.
I hope I get some type of text explaining what just happened or something, because like I don't know what to expect.
I think it's a normal reaction.
I think it's a normal reaction.
Right? Like the scratcher looks hella real. Did she question the integrity of it?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
She was really excited. She was excited. I think most people would be excited. So, no, I don't think there's anything to really think about just yet. We'll see. You know, when I call her back.
How are you feeling, Dylan? Are you like?
I think like I'm a little bit nervous, but I like right now I think it's kind of like a normal reaction. Like, that's a lot of money.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So with Dylan on the same page as us that Aaliyah's actions don't mean anything yet, we can now send him back to hang out with her for the rest of the day. But to recap and summarize, guys, in this phase, Yokes introduced himself to Aaliyah in a friendly and approachable manner, and it piqued her interest, and thus it set us up perfectly to pull phase number 2 of this test.
Do you think she told him? Do you think she told him about you?
It looked the same as when they started talking.
היא לא אמרה לו כלום על זה, נראה לי.
So it's been a couple of days since we pulled phase number 1, and today we're supposed to be shooting phase number 2. However, we ran into a complication and a roadblock. Yokes, you want to tell the people what's been going on?
Yo, I have not been able to get a hold of Aaliyah for the last 2 days, and I don't even have confirmation yet, or of anything for today. Like, I don't have confirmation from her.
That's right, guys. For some reason, Aaliyah has ghosted Yokes for 2 days now, which means phase number 2, the flash phase, is now compromised. So in this phase, we wanted Yokes to hang out with Aaliyah and then surprise her by taking her here to Evan Paul Motor Cars. It's a car dealership with millions of dollars worth of exotic cars. And once they were there, Yokes was going to surprise Aaliyah even more by telling her he was going to buy her own Ferrari or Lamborghini with the money that he just won from the scratch. They would then sit down and fill out all the paperwork to make the buy legit. But of course, just like the scratcher, buying the car would not be legit at all. And that's because Evan Paul Motor Cars is actually in on the test with us. But unfortunately, with Aaliyah not responding to Yokes anymore, we can't fully execute this phase. We can't even pull this phase, but what makes this even worse is that we can't even reschedule to shoot because the dealership is like on such a tight schedule. It's pretty much now or never, Yokes. Like we have to pretty much do it a day because I don't think we should cancel with the company.
No, I think we gotta...
I think we should just definitely, as we go, we just like come up with a plan B or something.
Yeah. Plus, I want to see those damn cars.
So with no way to reschedule to the dealership we had, but because we were almost certain that Aaliyah would not show up, we texted Dylan to not come either. Okay, so we've made it to Evan Paul Motor Cars, and this is where we wanted Yokes to originally bring Aaliyah and like pretend that he was gonna buy a car and buy her a car. They were gonna sign paperwork and everything, but unfortunately, she's been dodging him. So we're gonna send her like some Instagram stories, some pictures and everything of him, and hopefully we can get her attention again. So that's pretty much the plan we came up with. Since Aaliyah couldn't be there to see the cars, we were gonna bring the cars.
להשיג את תשומת לב שלה שהיא תבוא, כי בעצם לא באה, היא לא הסכימה להציג איתו לדייט או משהו כזה.
Yes.
Sergio,
right?
Yokes, nice to meet you.
Guys, this is Kat. She is a general manager here, and she has so gracefully allowed us access into letting us use and see and go into these cars. And
Absolutely. So who's buying the car today?
That would be this guy right over here.
Only him.
Yeah, it's just, well, he's not really buying it. You know that, right? Okay, come on. Buying it. So Kat now takes us and grants us access to her most limited and expensive cars, each worth up to $500,000. Remember, guys, the plan is to take videos of these cars and make it seem as legit as possible that this guy is going to be buying one of these cars. And without further ado, we begin setting our plan B into motion.
Yo, Aaliyah, check this out. Green McLaren. I think this might be the one. It's a 720. I think I might spend the lottery money on this. What do you think?
First video down, many more to go.
Oh my god, this is like a race car. Second choice. Ferrari 458. It's got the red interior. This one's expensive, man.
Our goal in sending Aaliyah these videos is to get her to think that Yokes is actually going to buy himself a new whip with the money that he won from the scratcher.
This place is low-key kind of depressing me. I can't afford any of these cars.
So Aaliyah may or may not have come to her senses that meeting Yokes was actually too good to be true, and that's why she stopped messaging him. But hopefully, after receiving all of these videos, it sparks a much-needed reaction from her. This car's gonna be her mascot right here. It just fits in perfectly. Like gold wraps. We might have to get this one. Gotta pull out a bunch of credit cards, buy this thing.
The hardest part's getting in and out of these things, you know what I'm saying?
What we thought was a perfectly paved phase 2 ended up turning murky. However, we always try to find a way to tread the road and always stay optimistic.
What are your thoughts on all these cars, Denzel?
I can't afford this lifestyle.
Or I mean, at least some of us always stay optimistic. So we're executing our plan to what I believe is flawless.
I've been sending her a bunch of Instagram stories. She has not responded yet. But who knows? She may be sleeping.
Should you like try FaceTiming her?
Do you think I should?
I think you probably should.
Like you've heard, we've got a no response from Aaliyah over Instagram or text message, so we try FaceTiming her to see if we get lucky. But after 2 attempts and no answer on each one, it's really starting to seem like our luck's run out. So it is now time that we move on to our last resort.
Oh wow.
This is the sec when I see you in this.
This is the one, I think.
With the help from General Manager Kat, we are now going to make a very legit looking video for Aaliyah of Yoke signing to buy the black Lamborghini.
This is if I can't sign this car, or like a bank, then we can come repo the car, but since you're paying all cash today, we won't have that.
We did our best to make this look official and exhausted all of our ideas to try to get a reaction from Aaliyah.
Yeah!
With this final video now being sent to her, we now leave it completely up to her to see if she chooses to reply to Yokes or not. If she responds, then we find a way to move on to phase 3, but if she doesn't, it's safe to assume that Aaliyah is not a gold digger.
Guys, so Yokes is pretty much telling me that he's getting no response from her like at all and stuff. So at this point we look desperate and we're just gonna call it. We're just gonna end this test. This test is over. Aaliyah is not a gold digger. The legend in the house. More importantly though, we got a response from Aaliyah. What did she tell you? What did she tell you?
She said congratulations.
The other one.
She said, I thought you were supposed to spend the money with me.
And what did you tell her?
No, I said, baby, there's a lot more money to spend for that game.
So it seems our efforts have paid off. And I mean, I don't want to say it was the nice cars and the fact that Yoke supposedly bought himself a Lamborghini that made Aaliyah want to message him again, but I mean, it's plausible that that is the reason why.
She knows now, it's on.
Yeah.
We're still in there, boys.
Potentially. Yokes is not going to be responsible for messaging her back and setting up a date where we're going to pull this face number 3.
So going off of this message here that Yokes just sent Aaliyah, we ended up coming up with a strategic plan that is a little ridiculous, slightly elaborate, but very believable. In real life, Yokes is actually always around quality and luxury. So for the next 2 days, we're going to have him indulge in a conversation with Aaliyah where he can share these old pictures that he has on his phone without coming off douchey. We're hoping to make Aaliyah believe that Yokes does in fact have more money than just what he won on the scratcher. And I would say because Yokes didn't overdo it, the plan worked like a charm. And so in due time, Yokes then sent her this message. Basically, he's offering to buy her a Ferrari. And yes, of course, we added more intricate details to the message to make it more believable. But at this point, guys, we highly suspect that Aaliyah believes that Yokes is actually a wealthy, successful guy. So we hope that she also believes that this isn't out of his element. And that message, of course, sparked a very long back and forth conversation that you guys can pause this video and read it if you really want to read it all. But pretty much Aaliyah didn't believe Yokes, thought it was a joke, and was questioning why Yokes would buy it for her. But in the end, thanks to Yokes' persistence, she ended up accepting the car, thus allowing us to finally pull phase number 3 of this test. Remember, this is where Yokes is finally asking Aaliyah on a date, and as you guys might have guessed, he's going to be doing so as he's giving her this new Ferrari. And so the schedule to meet. But what Aaliyah doesn't know is that everyone except the Ferrari will be at this meetup. Instead, taking its place will be this Toyota Corolla, which is actually Les's car. Shout out to our camera girl, Leslie. We honestly just felt it would be interesting to see how Aaliyah reacts and seeing the Corolla here instead of the Ferrari. Anyways, we got there early this time and chose to aim our cameras towards this direction because it was closest to the park entrance.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that she's going to pass the test?
At this point, probably a 5.4.
That's pretty low.
So Dylan has clearly lost some hope, but the thing is Aaliyah can still pass. All she has to do is just decline to go on a date with Yokes. But time ticks on and Yokes receives a call. Then he gives us a thumbs up, letting us know that it is Aaliyah and she is almost here. So into the car we go to hide while Yokes heads to the park entrance to meet her up.
So we got camera guy right there getting Yokes, and we got this camera right here as a second angle, just in case anything happens to the SD card or the battery over there or vice versa.
So we wanted to make the Corolla a surprise. So when Yokes meets up with Aaliyah, he's actually going to be blindfolding her.
I don't think our camera, I think he went too high up. I don't think our camera is going to be able to get him. Dang, we did not think of that at all.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, all Yokes is doing is meeting and blindfolding Aaliyah. And sure enough, after a couple of minutes, we start getting our first glimpse of them walking down.
Super excited. I've been waiting.
I know you've been waiting.
Oh my gosh.
She just said she's super excited, she said.
Once again, we're connected onto a phone call with Yokes and listening in. This time that we're using earphones for more precise listening because every word uttered will be important.
All right, a little right, this way.
I swear, I can't wait to see what kind of reaction she will give to seeing a Corolla instead of a Ferrari.
Right here. Aaliyah, are you ready?
Yes.
You ready to see your new car?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, I'm so excited.
הוא מראה לה עכשיו קורולה.
I know, right?
במקום הפרארי.
You're joking, right?
Nah, cause got you the Ferrari you wanted.
You didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Damn, so she is obviously not impressed with this car at all.
I'm not feeling her. I don't like her. She gonna fail. I can already feel it. Look at this car. It's beautiful.
You're fucking it.
I'm not fucking with you. It's yours.
I don't need this one.
What do you mean? Come on. It's a Ferrari. Look, it's got 4 wheels.
For some reason, I expected Aaliyah to be mad. But to be honest, it sounds like she's being a really good sport about her joke.
This is the new model. Check it out.
If this is a Ferrari, like, I've got a Ferrari times 10.
Okay, whoa. Don't you insult Les's car like that, Aaliyah. You have absolutely no right.
Damn, okay, what kind of car she driving? That's better than
fight her.
I was expecting a Ferrari. What happened?
So the joke has gone on long enough, and now Yokes decides to come clean.
I was kidding with you. I've got the Ferrari right here.
Okay, so what does Yokes mean by this? Well, remember at the dealership how Yokes supposedly signs for the Lambo? Well, the papers in his hands are some of those exact forms, but this time for a Ferrari.
All you gotta do to make it yours is sign right there. Check it out.
No jokes.
No jokes, read it, look.
So because the forms are legit and actually from the dealership, Aaliyah can't even question the integrity of them. Like they're real forms.
All we gotta do is go to the dealership with your signature, and the car's yours.
Cool. Let's do it then.
It looks like she's buying it.
יום הרביעי יאללה בוא נלך לעשות את זה, זה חבר שלה במכונית רואה את זה, איזה עצוב שיש בנות
Before we sign this
כאלה
paperwork though, Aaliyah, I don't know if
בעולם.
you can tell
גבר
or
אחר
not.
שיש להם חבר רק בגלל
I'm attracted to you. I kind of like you, and I wanted to know if you had a boyfriend.
If she denies you, what you gonna say, bro?
How much?
עכשיו הוא
I
שואל
just
אותי אם
want to
יש לה
make sure
חבר.
that you don't have a boyfriend. Are you in a relationship right now, is my question?
Yeah, but why does that matter?
No.
She just admitted she was in a relationship, which is a great sign. Great sign.
It's a really great sign, and definitely must be giving Dylan some hope back. But this test isn't over just yet.
I mean, it doesn't matter, but, you know, if I'm going to get this $200,000 car, you know, for, technically we just met, you know, you're kind of a stranger, but I just want to know that we're going to be able to use it together and have fun with it, you know? If you have a boyfriend, you might get jealous or, you know.
He exists, but we can still have fun. I don't really see the problem.
Yeah, but I want to make absolute sure that this is what you want.
Okay. What do you need to make sure of?
Are you with him? You know, what are your feelings for him? Because I kind of like you, obviously. I want to take you on dates, but if you have a boyfriend...
It's really not that big of a deal.
So, wait, what does that mean?
Well, what do you mean? Like, do you want me to break up with him?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I don't want you to break up with him.
Okay, so maybe Yokes isn't directly saying it, but he is implying it. And it's clear that Aaliyah senses and knows this, otherwise she wouldn't have asked that question.
The decision's up to you. Like I said, me and you can possibly have a relationship in the future.
You want to date me, and I should drop my boyfriend.
Again, guys, based on this question, it proves that Aaliyah knows exactly what Yokes is implying. She knows that he wants to date her, but that she can't because she has a boyfriend. And I think it's also safe to assume that she knows if she rejects Yokes, there's a possibility that she also will lose the Ferrari. I know it's a tough spot that we might have put her in, but I also know that she knows what the right thing to do is.
I was really thinking about breaking up with him pretty soon.
וואו.
Really?
Yeah, I mean...
שמעתי מה היא אמרה, אני כבר בכל מקרה חשבתי על להיפרד ממנו.
I don't need that.
And you're sure about that?
וואו.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure you gotta be 100%
וואו, הבחורה הזאת אכזבה אותי.
When you sign this, it's like signing your life away.
So Aaliyah just claimed that she was already planning on breaking up with Dylan. But to be honest, how truthful is that statement?
היא הורסת לי את האמונה בבחורות. שבחורות הן לא גולד דיגריות, זה
So did Aaliyah accept Yokes' offer because she was already planning on breaking up with Dylan, or did the possibility of losing the Ferrari have something to do with it? With his job now done though, Yokes now invites her to sit on the bench with him to look at some pictures of her new car.
I mean, is there more that you want to hear? Like, I think, I mean, what does that say to you?
Later today, we can go pick it up. Now we got the paperwork. I wanted to show you some pictures of it first.
She's planning on already dumping you, which I don't think it's true. I just think that she just says that right now because she wants the Ferrari, but there is no Ferrari, but still, the simple fact that she says that.
Oh my god.
What do you think?
Yes.
That's the one, huh?
Yes.
I know. I tricked you with that one. This is the real one.
Give me your thoughts on everything. What are you feeling right now?
So I just feel betrayed. Like, spent all this time in this relationship and then she's just gonna do that to me? Because I think I've been doing a great job as a boyfriend. but apparently there's something wrong.
That's the thing that sucks, to be honest. Is literally like you invest so much time into like a person, and then like for them to just drop you just like that. Damn.
To her credit, Aaliyah did ghost Yokes after phase number 1, and she did bring up the fact that she had a boyfriend in this phase. But regardless, in the end, the results are the same. She has failed this test.
Again, she has a boyfriend.
Right. גולד דיגרית כאן. אבל כן חברים, זה הסרטון בעצם. גילינו שהיא גולד דיגרית, כמה שזה עצוב וכמה שזה ככה. זה המצב. אז תודה שצפיתם חברים, ואני רואה אתכם בסרטון הבא. ואם אתם רוצים עוד סרטונים כאלה, תרשמו בתגובות ותנו לייק. יאללה ביי.